In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the syllabus highlights, just key points from the syllabus. I'm not going to read the entire thing to you. You could do that on your own, and if you have any questions, you can definitely email me. But I'm just going to go over some of the key points of the syllabus just to make sure we're clear on especially the big changes from last year, but just the key points about our class. So I'm on the geometry site, I'm on the PreAlgebra site homepage. Before actually jumping into the syllabus, I wanted to show you how to bookmark things and how to set up a folder. You might already know how to do this, but I'm just going to quickly show you how to add a folder. You right-click the toolbar at the top, click Add Folder. I'm going to name this PreAlgebra. You could title it however you want, and if you don't want to title them by class, if you wanted to like put all of your BBCU links in one place and then all of your Google sites in another place, that's fine, really, however you want to organize it. It might be easiest to organize it by class, just so if you're looking for a PreAlgebra thing, you know exactly where to go, but that's really up to you. So this is not going to have anything in it right now, but I'm going to bookmark PreAlgebra site and put it in there into the PreAlgebra folder. From there, I want to go to our syllabus. So I'm going to hit course info here. You could also hit it up there, but I'm going to hit it there and then click on the syllabus on the left side here. And that takes you to our PreAlgebra syllabus. So I would bookmark this as well and put that into the PreAlgebra folder. Again, I'm really just going to skim through this. The first thing I want to point out is our office hours. We have math office hours from 10:30 until 11:20 on Mondays, during the second half of Unity time on Wednesday and Friday, and then after school on Wednesday, immediately after school from 2:15 until 3 o'clock. So those are opportunities for you to get help. And you might need help on any of our graded assignments, in-class activities, which must be turned in within 2 weeks of the due date. So if you don't turn it in on the due date, it will be marked as missing. If you turn it in within 2 weeks, that grade gets changed to whatever you earn. There is no late penalty, but if you do not turn it in within 2 weeks, there is no exception for this. It will remain as a missing 50% in the gradebook. If you miss the original assignment, you must turn it in within 2 weeks, otherwise it will not be able to be completed. One more thing to bookmark, the Desmos calculator. So you could buy a handheld calculator. They're very cheap if you want to, but the scientific Desmos calculator is also a tool that you can use. This is actually really handy, and it's probably even better than some of the calculators that you might be able to buy. It's also free. So I would bookmark this too, put that in the PreAlgebra folder, just so you have it ready. We talked about a lot of this stuff in our first class, so I'm going to skip over our weekly overview and some of the highlights of grading. One thing I do want to point out is our retake policy. You are allowed to retake minor and major assessments, but you are not allowed to retake graded assignments or independent practice. Those two you can get help on, and sometimes you can even work together on those. There is no retake available for those. The quizzes and tests, which are basically minor and major assessments, those are just to see how well you know something. So if you end up doing better on it the second time, I do want that to be reflected in your gradebook. So you will have an opportunity to retake those. You must complete our retake requirements before actually retaking, which is going to be different for each assessment. It might even be different for each student. If you get a 50, you might get more retake requirements than somebody who earned an 80. It just makes more sense that you would need to review more than the student who earned an 80. You can retake any assessment. If you got a 90 on an assessment and you wanted to get up to 100, you're able to do that this year. Last year, we set a limit on that at 80%, so you can only retake things that were below an 80%. Now you can retake anything, and the grade that you earn is the grade that goes into the gradebook. So if you get a 95 on the retake, that's what goes into the gradebook. It's not limited at an 80%. If you do worse on the retake, there is no risk, so we would just throw out the retake grade and keep the highest of the two grades. The only other thing I'd really like to point out is that we will be using this Discovery Education Tech book at times, so I might also bookmark that one. and throw that into the PreAlgebra folder that you set up. Other than that, I think we covered everything for the most part in the syllabus in our first day. But if you feel like anything in here is unclear or you need any help, just let me know. You can email me at any time. I'd be happy to help however I can.